Welcome back to another episode of We Roguelike It. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpeer
Hello.
and Monkey Senior.
Hello.
We're talking about our third week of Don't Starve. I had a pretty uneventful week this week. Did either of you guys have anything super exciting happen?
I'll let Monkey go first on this one.
Okay.
Well, on Wednesday when I was streaming, I went to the underground area. I don't know if you guys have been
You were
there.
spelunking?
I
Yeah.
still haven't
Yeah.
found that place. Still.
It's a interesting area because like you have to break the rock above it, and the rock looks super weird.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then-
this bulbous, there was almost like a cave in, and there's like
Yeah.
this pile of weird rocks on top.
So just-
Okay.
If you're looking for it, look out for a weird rock. And then, yeah, so I went down there. I thought I was prepared.
That's
Famous last words.
that's the Don't
Yeah.
Starve tagline is what that is.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of torches. I had a few spears and stuff just in case. And I went down there, and there's a whole bunch of tentacles that just messed me up.
Yep.
Mhm.
But I survived.
Oh, okay.
But going through there, I basically went in there until I ran out of torches,
Mhm.
and then I was able to get back to the entrance. But then when I went back up, it was just pitch black. So it was like dead the middle of the night. I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna die before I even get to camp. And obviously, I did die before I get to camp. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow. No, I still haven't found the underground stuff at all. I did a whole bunch of wormhole exploration this time,
Yeah.
which is amazing and terrible at the same time.
Those just
I-
spit you out of another wormhole, right?
Yep, and then it's a two-way street. So you can basically, if you find yourself surrounded by wormholes, you can actually use one to get much further into a different area, kind of thing,
Gotcha.
which is really, really kind of handy. I had a 24-day run this week.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice.
I got to winter.
Yeah, winter is rough.
And what eventually killed me was my sanity, because winter, obviously, it gets darker, you get the sandstorms, your sanity goes down faster.
Yep.
I was having a really good run, minus the fact that I couldn't find any beefalos anywhere. Like,
Oh,
no
weird.
matter where I went to. I did discover a whole bunch of awesome stuff, though. Like, for example, in your crafting thing, there's a crafting recipe that's called thermal stone.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very handy.
Yes.
Because it's a rock that you put by the fire that gets warm, and then you use that rock to stay warm
Yep.
in the winter.
Yeah.
Very handy. Craft that as soon as you can in case winter arrives.
Yeah, just plop it right next to the fire.
Yes, and you'll see it changes color, and then it starts to radiate heat, and then when you put it in your inventory, it allows you to actually run around and do some exploring during the cold weather. I didn't find any of whatever the creature is that you're supposed to kill in order to get the warm and cold clothes, so I really struggled with that thing. I did find adventure mode though.
Okay, I've never played this.
So, when you're running around, you'll see basically a big clockwork door looking thing. And if you inspect it, he says, I don't really want to give this another try, kind of thing. Because it's basically the intro to the game is this guy challenging the scientist dude to see how smart he is and then kidnapping him.
Yeah.
It's that exact same guy's like big doorway. That's adventure mode. So you need to
Right.
start in survival mode and then find that door. And that door takes you to adventure mode. And then it's basically a bunch of campaign levels with a bunch of missions. You lose everything.
Oh, I have done this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yep, you lose absolutely everything. And you go in, and then it's your job to basically try and complete the set missions for each level using the survival mechanics.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real difficult.
It really sucks. Yeah. Yeah. And I think my frustration is that when I tried that originally, because I tried it a couple times, because I think the final character is unlocked by finishing that mode. But unlike Isaac, where you go to a challenges mode and you just pick it from the list, you're
you have
already
to find it.
yeah, you're already in a successful run that you have to abandon to maybe not finish this other mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's real difficult.
Yeah.
I failed at that too. I did, however, get a lot more character unlocks. I'm all the way through to the weight person, like the weight trainee guy.
The strongman guy?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I now have unlocked him. And I'm just running around experimenting with stuff. I was really annoyed with my 24-day run was going really well until winter hit because I found a decent enough area, but there wasn't enough nearby for me to actually go and grab.
Right.
And I need to learn the biomes because apparently, despite the fact that grass spawns on the rabbit-like areas, it doesn't regrow there when you place the grass down. So watch out for that kind of stuff. Like it's really weird. And at one point I did kill myself with mushrooms.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I killed myself on one run by picking up a mandrake, and there were a couple of them.
I did that too.
Yeah, there were like 3 or 4. I picked them up, and I was able to eat them until I got to full health, and I was like, well, that's okay. I did make a mistake, however, by trying to cook one, and that killed me. Yep. That was because when you cook it, it screams and does a ton of damage to you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am playing around a lot more with the crafting mechanics and stuff like that now. I love the fact that you can find blueprints apparently, which is hilarious to me. I do love the meat altars, which is what saved me when I actually ate a mushroom and killed myself. And that's actually what tanked my sanity, was because I died from eating a mushroom, resurrected at the meat shrine, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
And then came back with half sanity, and then winter hit. And it's like, great.
That's just a 1-2 punch.
A calamity of errors, all one after the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good run. I felt like I did a lot. I was doing pretty okay survival-wise, and I was just getting used to... I mean, it's like getting used to. Like, I'm not used to the mechanics already. But getting better at the mechanics and starting to understand them and stuff like that. And, you know, I unlocked like 3 characters in one run. Like, it's like I had 1 achievement, and then all of a sudden had like 4 more. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm having a fairly uneventful run so far. I managed to find a spot where I have Beefalo and rabbits, just a ton of rabbits next to it. And pretty much anywhere I go, and I've explored fairly far from where I am right now, pretty much anywhere I go in the world has a whole ton of pigs and pig houses that are living right next to a whole bunch of spider nests.
So they just keep getting in fights, and you get all the good ones.
Yeah, and it's like I haven't found an area where anything is really actively trying to kill me yet. So I'm at like day 11 or 12, I think, and I've planted a whole forest outside my base. I have 4 farms. I have both science machines. I have like 4 chests, and I'm just sort of like, all right, this is going frighteningly well, so I'm waiting for something to go wrong.
Yeah, wait for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Have you tamed any of the pigs yet?
No, I'm not sure that I knew that was an option.
If you eat monster meat, it can fill up your hunger, but it does damage to health and sanity, I believe.
Right.
Use raw monster meat and just give it to the pigs. They'll follow you around and do your bidding.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Is that what you give to the pig king as well?
I think yes. I think if you give any form of meat to the pig king, I think he gives you a reward. Okay. But monster meat is like the most useless meat on the planet because you can cook it and it makes you full, but it really does damage you in other ways.
Yeah, even cooked it still messes you up.
So with monster meat, I always just give it to the pigs, and then you end up with like friendly pigs. And if you build a pig house, you can have them live in that near your base.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how you would get a pig to live with you in your pig house. God, I love this game. Yeah, but unfortunately, like I played a bunch this week, and I'm having a worryingly uneventful run.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with this game is like there is basically no tutorial, which is fine. You get that with
part of the genre.
Yeah, but the problem is by the time you're ready to experiment with something, you're 20 days deep and you're like, I don't want to experiment because it might kill me.
Right, and winter's coming, like, I just want to live through that, and then...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping this week, because I have... The version I have on PS4, I have also purchased Shipwrecked and Reign of Giants, I believe it's called.
I'm pretty sure the console version includes Reign of Giants as default. I think Shipwrecked is...
It didn't when it came to PS4. Because when it came to PS4, it was just like, hey man, here's the 1.0 of Don't Starve, go crazy. Like that was...
Okay.
I don't believe it was a launch game on PS4, but it was really early.
Probably one of those indies that Sony got, and then like, okay, so now it's on the Xbox, and it includes the Giants thing.
Exactly, which is totally fine by me. But I'm probably gonna try a run or two of Shipwrecked. I know we're not talking about it here on the show, but I'm kind of curious to see what the difference is on that, because I don't believe I've run that before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Reign of Giants is just, here's more hard stuff.
Yeah, I think it is. I know there's a whole bunch more. Like, I think the Clockwork Knights came in with Reign of Giants. And if you haven't faced a Clockwork Knight, good luck when you do.
They're mean, man. Just anything with a ranged attack should not exist. Although I did get into a fight with a ghost because I was digging up graves, and a ghost popped out and started going ham on me. So that was fun.
And did you immediately shout, go for the eyes, even though it's a ghost?
No. I took my blue and red gems and got the hell out of there.
I did that, and that's what cost me my sanity. It is because grave digging, shockingly enough, is bad for your mental health.
Weird. All right, that's our episode for this week. We will be back next week to wrap up our thoughts about Don't Starve. We will be missing Moon next week, so we will delay the ranking by a week. But we need to make sure that we have the entire consortium of scientists for our ranking. We can't have a scientist down. That's not how science works. That's not fair to science.
That sounds like a great police report code. Scientist down.
Yeah, scientist down. But we will be back next week, and we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.